Hello, dear friends. 2025 marks the beginning of a new golden age of prosperity and awakening. It is convenient that the changes are not clearly perceived, because the objective is to advance gently, so as to not to alarm the population. I bring today a report overloaded with geopolitical news. Opinion piece. Mindset shift. New trajectory. We have each other. The wheel has turned. Brussels is afraid of Trump. Battle for control of world money. Trump causes the collapse of globalism. Los Angeles reinforces its security after fires. Let's start. A new era is coming, but what is coming mainly is a great change of mentality, a change of perception that will reveal a common awareness about things of the past, which would transcend religious differences, language barriers, and other cultural and color separations, according to Dog Poet. Everything will happen in a spirit of brotherhood and unity of mind and purpose. Forgiveness will be at hand in all cases where redemption is sought through a change of heart. It will unite minds around the world in a state of consensus solidarity, and suddenly there will be vast numbers of like-minded human beings alive, united in community, who will change existence as we have known it before. It will make soulmates of all who so desire. It will automatically dissolve boundaries, and all conflicts will be put aside. New technologies will make hunger and homeless a thing of the past, and the predators who have fed on us will become pariahs, bearing the mark of their offense. Keep in mind always that when you snake up on something, that someone or something is also snaking up on you, says Poet Dog. Desperation fits the madness of the wicked, just as one ventures into danger driven by hunger in search of whatever is necessary to satisfy oneself. The more desperate an individual or the members of a group become, the more irrational their behavior is to incline fate to their side. Opportunity. The year 2024 will be remembered as the year that the mainstream media died and was replaced by alternative decentralized media, run by we the people. Human civilization is now on a new trajectory according to Clandestine. The shadow war is not over, but we have the upper hand and have stripped the dark side on its most valuable asset, which was control of public perception. 2025 marks the beginning of a new golden age of prosperity and awakening, as the truth is now allowed to roam freely without censorship, and the public is unwilling to listen to fallacies of the official media. We have many reasons to be optimistic about the future. Let's make the most of our opportunity. Economy. According to Dave 68, the economy is on the verge of the biggest collapse in history. The battle for control of the world's money is going to reach some sort of fever pitch when Trump takes power on January 20th. They might try to shut down trade. Bitcoin could hit new all-time highs on Trump's crypto-friendly policy. Now that they are losing control of central banks, they are pushing cryptocurrencies. The problem is that people have realized this too. X22 report. The Fed is in a wait-and-see position, waiting for Trump to lower rates to catch him. The strategy is already known, and the economy is crumbling. The UK is running out of natural gas, as is Germany. This is the world they want people to live in. The green scam caused this problem. Over half of the world's countries are fleeing the dollar. The UN is behind mass migrations to repopulate Western countries. The goal would not be to hire the best, but to replace well-paid jobs with foreign workers hired for minimum wage. The cheaper the labor they hire, the more money the billionaires will make. As one illustration shows, in quotes, you have to work the rest of your life to get paper money that is created out of thin air and makes you borrow money from it and then charge you interest and taxes. After decades of research into how these people managed to control the money, it turns out that it is all based on fraudulent bonds from the 1930s backed by fictitious treasure, hidden somewhere in Asian caves. According to the Financial Times, private companies are claiming the moon's radio spectrum in order to exploit an emerging lunar economy. USA. Trump plans to issue 100 executive orders starting on day one. Trump causes collapse of globalist regime as Biden faces crashing endgame. Sorja Fall says. Trump says, in quotes, Netanyahu is a bastard who wants to drag the US into a war with Iran. Trump announces that the meeting with Putin is being prepared. The Kremlin does not set conditions for a meeting between Putin and Trump on Ukraine. NATO has no response to the innovative Russian Oreshnik missile system. The US is building an airfield for F-35 fighters in Greenland. Trump said Denmark should give up Greenland to ensure the protection of the free world. Trump warns that he would take Greenland by force, but Europe says that Russia is the threat. Trump's possible invasion of Greenland would be the shortest war in the world. Canada prepares a retaliation plan if Trump starts a trade war, according to Bloomberg. The Houthis attack the aircraft carrier Harry Truman again in the Red Sea. An oil tanker attacked by Yemeni Houthi rebels was rescued after burning in the Red Sea. Donald Trump told Barack Obama that he had an urgent secret to share while they were sitting at Jimmy Carter's funeral. Elon Musk's emergence into politics is part of the crisis of the ruling class. After years of censorship, those who speak the truth, Mark Zuckerberg abandons the supposed fact-checkers. George Soros admitted to having helped the Nazis persecute Jews in World War II before receiving the Freedom Medal. The coalition proposes that Senator Bernie Sanders call a press conference to talk about the pedophile blackmail he was forced into. In exchange, they will offer him amnesty and protection for his family. A recruitment video of Fort Bragg says, in quotes, "All the world's stage. Have you ever wondered who pulls the strings? You will find us in the shadows at the tip of the spear. We can deceive, persuade, change, influence, and inspire. We come in many forms. We are everywhere." Californication. Los Angeles reinforces its security with a curfew, soldiers and neighbors on patrol. The Los Angeles fire chief claims that the city council failed them with the fires. The fires in Southern California are already threatening 100,000 residents of the Brentwood and Encino districts. The California fires have just produced a cloud of toxins that could contaminate the food supply, according to Mike Adams. A blue car and blue trash cans were not damaged. Do we know what that means? Mel Gibson's house destroyed by wildfire. Is it a revenge for pedophiles? Mel Gibson accuses the California government on Fox News of starting the fires by disrupting Los Angeles water supply before the fires began. California bureaucrats demanded firefighters from Oregon and Washington delay in Sacramento for an inspection. Are the California wildfires the straw that broke the camel's back? Asks Saratoga Ocean. Are politicians preparing the ground for the latest Armageddon experience in California? Red Hats hunt Hollywood pedophiles in fiery California war zone, according to Michael Baxter. Real Raw News believes that the Hollywood fires are part of a batch of pedophiles. Iran offers its help to the U.S. to fight the fires in California. Texas governor tells Biden, stop giving money to Ukraine and start giving it to California. Europe. Brussels is afraid of a Trumpist wave coming to Europe. Slovakia would block EU financial aid to Kiev if it does not guarantee gas transit. Russia assures that Slovakia has guaranteed the supply of Russian gas. The EU has just lost the lithium mine in Donbass, intended to boost the bloc's green ambitions. Scholz cabinet blocks $3 billion urgent aid package to Ukraine, reports say. Spain wastes 20% of its workforce. 4.9 million Spaniards are waiting for a chance, for an opportunity. Madrid and Barcelona among the cities in the world where it costs the most to pay rent. The housing problem faces a 2025 marked by rising prices and a lack of supply. The Socialist Party registers a law that prohibits parties from being popular accusations, politicians and related associations. Almost 200 migrants rescued near the Canary Islands in the last few hours. Americas. Mexico will send a support team to Los Angeles to fight forest fires. Mexico considers the U.S. report on arms trafficking to be very serious. Sheinbaum rejects the change of name of the Gulf of Mexico. Mexico chooses to invest in its own technologies to stop being a maquila country. Mexico could follow the Chinese example to achieve its food sovereignty. Mangroves would have lessened the devastation in the Mexican port of Acapulco. Panama reaffirms that the sovereignty of its interoceanic canal is not negotiable. The President of Panama ratifies his sovereignty over the channel on Martyrs' Day. Argentina seeks solutions to avoid massive blackouts. Milei takes Argentina's country risk to the lowest level in 7 years. Argentina pays $4.36 billion for its largest debt maturity in 3 years. Macri joined forces with Milei, but his alliance could lead to his decline as a leader. The crisis causes an exodus of Argentines to Chile in search of Christmas gifts. Brazil wants an orderly expansion and institutionalization of the BRICS. Venezuela. Maduro sworn in as president of Venezuela despite allegations of fraud. Edmundo González Urrutia claims that Maduro carried out a coup d'etat. Spain will not recognize the result of the elections in Venezuela until the minutes are published. The US does not recognize Maduro as president of Venezuela and asks for the investiture of Edmundo González. The US increases the reward for the capture of Nicolás Maduro to $25 million. The EU says that Maduro lacks the legitimacy for a democratically elected president. Japan regrets Maduro's inauguration without proof of his electoral victory. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.